You should tell us what are these first spring practices been like for you? What's the experience been like?
It's been amazing. The guys are incredible. The culture is something I haven't been a part of before, but just how uh, it's just impressive how cohesive the entire team is, and how much this team really wants to work and get better. There's a drive from every position group, a competitiveness that really just drives you to be better every single day. And it's made spring back this more fun. It keeps your mind off the hard things, and you really see the improvement every single day. So it's been incredible.
What was it like watching from the outside what SMU did last season, and how much did that play a role in you wanting to come here?
Absolutely. It's an extremely impressive season last year. Obviously, you see something like that, and you obviously you want to contribute to that and add to that. And with a coach like Coach Lashlee, and like I said, with a team that it makes sense why they're successful. You don't look at a single individual and go, oh, that's why they're good, or oh, this group is why they're good. It's the collective drive to win and succeed. There's just a complete culture of success here, and the standard is incredibly high. And to be able to come and participate in something like that is extremely special. That's something that you really only find at the next level, and you have that culture here now, and it is a testament to Coach Lashlee and his leadership and all the position coaches, and it shows why SMU is as successful as they are.
What is it like to walk into a room with a bunch of new faces and try to build that trust, camaraderie, and become a leader as the center of that group? And how much does your experiences throughout your career and just all the life things that you've done help with that too?
Yeah, definitely. Been around different rooms, different people, and that helps you know how to navigate communicating and leading with different people. But this offensive line room here it was a breeze. They were extremely open and welcoming. The first day here, I things that I've never seen before. You got underclassmen, freshmen in here that are they're confident enough to call an older guy out, and not touching the line when we're running, or not doing something correct. So being able to come into a room that already has, like I've said before, has a standard of success, allows coming in and being a leader that much easier, because everyone wants to be better. So you're not having to fight with people, and like I said, everyone was extremely accepting and open when I got here. So the transition's been great, and like I said, nothing but respect for everybody in that room, and it's been fantastic.
And I know you've only been here for a few practices, but what's it been like getting coached by Coach Justice so far?
He's amazing. The meetings are super fun. He knows how to coach, and he knows how to get things across to each person. You have some coaches out there that think it's like, cookie cutter, this is how you coach the whole group. And Coach Justice does a great job of, making it individualized and making it so, that person can understand it in the way that they understand and they learn. And everyone's not the same. And it's been very, very easy, and obviously it's always not easy to apply, but at least the understanding is there. He's giving you something to grasp onto, to be able to remember and truly work on it and understand it. So I've had nothing but amazing times so far with him. He truly is an incredible offensive line coach.
That individualized coaching, is that something you guys had a conversation about before, as you were deciding where you were going, when you got here? Is that something that he just kind of picks up on? Where's that coming from?
That's just how he coaches. Obviously, it came up because I was looking for a coach that coaches the player and not the group, and it wasn't recruiting BS. He truly does it. He recruits you. He recruits you, or not recruits. He coaches you, and he coaches you hard. And if you don't do it right, you're gonna know. But he's gonna come with something that helps you make it easier to understand. It's easy to learn from him.
I know during this part of the year, teams are still figuring out what their identity is going to look like. Personnel is obviously something that's going to come later, but just from early on, from your perspective, do you feel like this O-line has any sort of identity? Is there something that you feel like that this group is performing really well at, even just a couple of practices in?
Yeah, I think really it's just the biggest thing for the group itself is the competitiveness that every guy has. You know, this is my like fourth spring ball or something like that, and if this is the starting point of our year, then we have some really great things coming ahead. You know, is you usually go into spring ball with, you know, all kinds of missed assignments, all kinds of issues, and so far it's all we have is guys that go out there and fight and compete, just some fundamental technique stuff, but everyone is out there knowing what they're doing, and they're going out there and they're fighting their tail off. And if that's how we're going to start our year, and we have, you know, this next 5 months to actually just focus on technique fundamentals, it's something special for sure.